All right, everybody, we're about to get going here with an Earthworm Jim speed run by Athens. Just to remind everyone, you are watching Summer Games Done Quick 2015, which is a speed-running charity marathon in benefit of Doctors Without Borders, or Médecins Sans Frontières. MSF is an international medical humanitarian organization providing aid in nearly 70 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, exclusion from healthcare, natural disasters, or malnutrition. Just another reminder, if you are able to donate, you will be automatically entered into a drawing for some of our prizes here. The prizes during this block are the 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4 console and an Alienware Area 51 gaming desktop. If you donate a minimum of $50 throughout the marathon, you'll be entered for that desktop and $30 minimum bid for that PlayStation. So get those donations in now. Alienware is actually one of the sponsors of this marathon. Alienware has been one of the leaders in PC gaming hardware since 1996. They're available both online and in stores and in over 23 countries globally. Alienware now streams live gameplay and interviews every single week on Twitch. You can see their weekly schedule, learn more about Alienware in general at www.alienware.com.
Can you turn me up a little more for the game volume? Just a second. That should be good. Yeah, that'll be good. So are we good? Okay. So this is the Earthworm Jim Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. We run the Sega Genesis version because there's a level that isn't present in the Super Nintendo version. It's ran on normal. So, should we get a roll call?
Sure.
So I'm Athens.
Shadow Jackie.
I'm the Drifter 18.
I'm Dickus Khan.
Okay. So let's get going. After we get this unskippable demo reel. There we go. So we're starting off in the junkyard. And the 3-frame jump there I didn't get. Not a big deal. So a lot of the game is based on movement and trying to cancel your whip, cancel your shot. The jump cancels all damage animations, anything. Anything that freezes your character in place, it'll cancel it and let you move again. So you'll be seeing that a lot. And we'll take the toilet warp, skip the whole level.
Gotta take those toilet strats.
Yep. And here's the first mini-boss junk thing. Nice.
Good fight.
Sometimes he can uppercut you if you aren't just on point with the timing, so that was good. And here's the first boss, Chuck, who lives up to his name. And his strat's very pattern-based. The whole thing is you're trying to hit the crates into him so that the magnet doesn't bring out any trumpets, except for one time when you need to do it to time it specifically, which is right here. I shouldn't have any more trumpets for the rest of this boss fight. And that's Chuck.
Nice.
Nice. That's a 1-frame trick to mount the rocket in the air. It's just for swag.
Nice.
So these are the Andy Asteroids levels. They basically are auto-scrollers. You're racing Psychro right there to try to get to the end first. If you lose, he'll battle you, but the chances of it happening are basically 0, unless I hit an asteroid towards the end. So the rocks slow you down, do 10 damage. The blue spheres there do nothing when you grab them. If you got 50 of them, though, you get to continue. The orange pods, obviously, are turbo boosters, you can see right here. And the lightning bolt spheres are shields. So other than that, we can have donations for these. They're all pretty much the same thing. So if there's any donations.
Yeah, we got one donation here from Kurt P. It's $50, saying, "Great job, all. Love it." I'm also going to take a little time here to plug a couple of our sponsors. As most of you know, Twitch TV is one of our sponsors. SGDQ 2015 is streamed entirely through Twitch. Not only are we streaming here, but they support the marathon in a lot of ways. 100% of all subscription revenue goes straight to MSF. Twitch is the biggest live video broadcasting platform and community for gamers. Be sure to follow gamesdonequick.com or gamesdonequick at Twitch. Check our website out too, and yeah, get us subscribed.
So at the end of that level, there's a trick where you can stack shields and glitch the planet out. So I thought I'd mention that. Doesn't do anything. It's just another little twerk of the game. So What the Heck has had a lot of skips found. This is the first one. It's been known about for a while. But this second one right here was found pretty recently. And it just lets you skip the whole level.
There you go.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're at the end of the level now. I need to get some extra atoms. My health is pretty low. I want to be at about 50% going into the next stage. That's good enough. So this boss fight's Evil Cat, and he lives up to his name because he's the only RNG in the whole game. He has 3 different things he can do. He can fire, which is what he's doing right now. He can stand there and he can lick himself, is what he's doing right now. You can't manipulate it except for if you're passing, it's movement based. So wherever you're standing, it takes that and uses that for the RNG calculation. So there's nothing you can do real time. It's just you have to hope he gives you a good pattern.
So is this a pretty optimal pattern right here or no?
It's all right. It's better than it's been before, but he sat for a while. This would be about an average pattern.
Okay.
And right here, there's about 7 spots he can spawn, and how long in between it spawns is also random. So the only thing you can do is shoot in one spot to eliminate the chance of him coming out there. You'll instantly kill him, like that. And coming out from the top and the bottom left and right are the worst spots he can come out, because you can see he's getting really close to me. It's the hit registration when he's above you is really bad. So that was pretty good. He didn't hit me at all, so we're good now. So we can read some donation comments right here. There's nothing to really talk about here. It's just another auto scroller.
Well, we got a super groovy donation of $1 from Tubzilla. Just a cheap one to say hi to Dickus Khan on the couch. Let him decide what to put this little bit towards.
Save those animals.
Save those animals. Well, that leads right into our next donation, $20 from the Kyle. Good luck on the run, Athens. It's great to see you at SGDQ. Saving puppies hype.
Save those Frank.
Thanks, Kyle.
So for these sections, is his speed determined based on how fast you go through the level?
He has massive rubber banding.
Okay.
It's like Mario Kart on steroids. Like
Oh.
he's always directly behind you, no matter how fast you go. So yeah, there's nothing really going on here. The next level is one that a lot of people will remember. The next level is down the tubes and tube race right afterwards. It's a level with the infamous submarine pod that a lot of people have trouble with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the enemies in the level.
So we got the cats down there. They're not dogs, actually. A lot of people always ask me about the dogs, but no. Because it's a goldfish controlling them, of course it's cats.
Why not?
Now, would you say this is one of the hardest stages to do casually?
Yeah, you'll see in a little bit. There's the submarine pod that it has some really wonky controls. The way it works, you'll see it, the first appearance of it up here. Basically, the submarine pod, if you're going like left or right at max speed, you can angle it up and down, and it won't really change its direction. So it maneuvers really weird until you get used to it. And here's the damage boosting by jumping, right there, canceling animations.
Good old Sega Genesis music.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
superior to Super Nintendo.
Careful what you say there.
Yeah.
So right here I'm gonna go for a trick called Airless, where I dodge all 3 of the air nozzles, and slid right into that one. It doesn't really, it's not an important thing, it just saves a little bit of time overall, like maybe 2 or 3 seconds versus getting them all.
Now, if you're like me, I didn't even know you could get extra air doing these parts.
Uh-oh. Gotta be careful here.
There we go. And that's why I grabbed the plasma right there. If you don't have the plasma, you can't get through there without getting hit. The cat will always grab you, you can't jump over him at all. It's one of the weird things about the stage right there. So here's the stage most people have trouble with, the tube race. This is the really long submarine part. So right after we get past this little intro, the whole stage is just one big submarine maze. So I'm gonna try and go through without cracking it. I don't know, I haven't been very successful. I usually get one little crack on it. And I'm gonna hope with 45 or more air left. We'll see how I do.
So is there any enemies you have to watch out for here? No?
Nope,
Okay.
it's just a big maze.
That air supply at the start of this, is that the only one you can get?
No, there's no one right here, down in the bottom left. There's a hidden air supply you can get by going into the wall.
Okay. Looks like he's going pretty well here.
That was really good.
Really good.
Also, you might have noticed the boss fight right there. You don't even open the door. You don't even walk up to him or anything. You just shoot through the door and kill him. And that's Bob the Goldfish. The optimal time or air you can have left is 50 air. 51 if you're tassing. And so that was really good down the tubes.
Very nice.
And I didn't mean to miss that booster this time. I just weaved around it. So the next stage is, I almost want to say by far, but it's not quite by far the hardest stage, but it's definitely going to be the hardest one to get perfectly.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. The bungee jumping level, there's a strat to kill Major Mucus on the first drop on all 3 rounds. So I'm going to see if I can get it. I'm going to need quiet because it's an audio cue for the 3rd round. So we'll see how I do coming up.
Well, we had $10 from Anonymous saying, donating to support my friend Athens. Hope you have a good run, and Shadow Jackie, share in my essence.
Oh my God.
So that was one hit away from a perfect first round. He's about to die. So right there, it's really low chance, but he can spin even when you have him locked in. There's round 2.
Very nice.
And round 3 is where I need the audio cue. Round 3 is really hard compared to all the other ones because round 3, he wants to move towards you really quickly. So the chances of getting it are lowest on there. So let's get him closer there. I might not get this in a second drop. No, he's got me locked up. This stage has the most variance in timing from good to bad. There we go. He should be one more hit away. Come on, hit the ball. What are you doing?
Wow.
He's really going for it. Ouch. Okay, I'm not showing what's up.
It's pretty much the hardest round to do quick.
Yeah. Oh, great. He got the glitch kill. Okay, so what's happening right here? If he dies while he's spinning, you can see how his animations are all glitched out. Until he spins again, he'll just do this pattern back and forth. Now he'll start following me again. Should start over. Okay, let's see if I can get this. This is by far the worst I've had him go in a long time. I've never had him glitch out twice in one round.
Ouch.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen you have this much trouble with this round.
Yeah.
We got it.
He's being a shitter right now. Like, for real. Oh, wait, I think, nope. There we go, finally.
What a troll.
Yeah. So that's really bad, what just happened right there. In addition to the time loss, obviously, I needed to continue for a strat later on as a backup strat, so let's see if I can get 50 of these.
Well, that guy wasn't groovy.
Huh?
That guy wasn't very groovy.
No,
Yeah.
he was not.
So the strat there, what was going wrong is the farther the rounds go, the more he tries to push towards you. So round 3, you have to basically, there's like it's like less than 1/10 of a second of a window to move in and actually start slamming him in there where he'll get stuck, like the round 2 what happened. So usually what'll happen is he'll spin, you'll go back up, you'll go down, he won't hit you on the way down, and you'll be fine. But on that one, he kept hitting me while I was going back down, and that messes the whole pattern up. There might be enough left for me to continue here. Nope.
Well, we had $20 from Anonymous that says, Earthworm Jim was my jam back in the day. When I first discovered the Manta Shield in Earthworm Jim 2, I thought I was a wizard. Can I get a whoa, Nelly, from the crowd?
Whoa, Nelly.
All right. That'll be $20 more, please.
So right there's a death warp to save 3 or 4 seconds to get back to the beginning. And there's a whip jump right there to jump in midair. And this whole section is basically, there's nothing you can really do in it, so let's get some donations.
Yeah, we've got some. We've got a $1,111 from Coral.
Whoa.
Wow. Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Greetings from France. Good luck to all the runners and staff. Never forget the invisible ones who allow us to watch the stream. Thanks and keep running awesome games. Hype. And I'm going to actually use that as a cue to plug one of our sponsors here, Power Up Audio. These Power Up Audio guys are right behind the camera that you guys can see, and they have been working non-stop since the start of the marathon. So can I get a round of applause for these guys? Yeah, they are an indie sound studio from Vancouver, Canada. They've worked on games such as Starcrawlers, Time Spinner, Aegis Defenders. They're here at SGDQ, like I mentioned, and they're donating their time doing sound tech for the event 24/7. So huge shout outs and huge thanks to those guys. Seriously, every time I come in here, I see some of the same guys back there. It's pretty impressive. We've got a $25 donation from the Big Snatch. 5th donation this GDQ. Good luck to all the runners. Much love from Nova Scotia. Keep up the great work for an even greater cause. Runner's Choice.
For all runner choice donations, can we put them towards Choco for Robo and Chrono Trigger?
Yep. So actually, Athens brings up a great point there. One of our greater causes, to aside from, of course, the overall thing, but is to get the name Demon for Luca and Robo for Choco, or Choco for Robo in the Chrono Trigger run. Let's make that happen. We don't have FF6 this time, but the Demon Chocobo can still make his appearance.
So this is the Naked Worm section. Basically, the whole point of this section is you're going without your suit and doing some platforming and trying to get it back. And it's not really that bad. There's nothing you really can do other than hop in the suit and keep going. There's one trick at the end where I can do a one-frame jump off the chain and jump through the floor, but it's pretty inconsistent. It saves about 5 seconds, so we'll see if I can get it. I haven't gotten in practice at all so far, so we'll see.
One of the great things I like about Earthworm Jim is you get to interact with the level in the background.
Okay, so right up here, at the end of this chain. Nope. Yeah, if I'd gotten it, I would have just jumped straight up off the chain through the floor, defying the laws of physics.
How pretty tight is that trick?
One frame.
Yeah.
The way it works is for one frame when you come off the chain, the game thinks you're grounded until you start falling. So right here, this used to be a really, really tight health management route, but then Tech, a gym runner, found something that we all should have known about. There's a super atomic energy right up in there, and you can grab that and then have pretty much full health for the rest of this level, making it a lot easier. And if you're wondering why Monkey Forehead just keeps running away immediately, Jim's whip pick box extends slightly beyond the back of his head. So if you whip something with the back of your head, it'll count as a hit. And when Monkey Forehead gets hit while you're facing away, he runs away. And here we have the chicken fight. The chicken fight is a pretty fun fight. Everything does 1 damage to the chicken, including his own bombs. And you have to get 20 hits to kill him. There we go.
So is there much RNG involved in this boss fight?
No. The only boss fight with RNG is the Evil Cat fight. There we go.
Very nice.
So the next level is the biggest time saver in the run. It's not the hardest trick. It's a 2-frame trick, but there's a visual cue for it, so it's not quite as bad as the Not a Problem 3-round 1-drop. And what the trick is to, if you whip Peter Puppy right at the start of the level, it's possible to despawn him and use run through the level. So we'll see if I can get it.
We had a $15 donation from Armadillo64. My 5th donation. Loved Earthworm Jim as a kid, but could never get past that darn submarine level. Thanks to Athens for showing us grubs how it's done. That was deep. And don't feel too bad about mucus. It's not a problem.
Groovy.
$50 from Brachiouridos, donating because the voices told me to. Groovily. And this voice is telling you, yes, you should donate. $20 from Sarah65. I just want to thank all the runners, staff, and sponsors for putting on an amazing marathon. Look forward to these runs all year and have yet to be disappointed the time I've been tuning in. Here's hoping to break 1 million this time. Good luck to everyone, and always remember, save the frames, kill the animals.
So right here, we're going to see if I can get it. It's right at the beginning. If I don't get it, I'm going to have to bring him to the level. So we'll see how this goes. I think I was too early, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, I was too early. So normally, I would have another chance to do this, but because I ran out of continues, I don't. Normally, if you die, you don't respawn in the exact spot, so you can't do the setup correctly. But when you use a continue, you do. So that's unfortunate. But now you get to see the whole level.
Yeah.
So what the despawn would have done though is that green tentacle at the beginning. When you go far enough off screen, it'll automatically just disappear. And during that, if it's grabbing Peter, it'll basically just disappears. And it's a 1-frame window where Peter is disappeared and the tentacle has to change state where it won't despawn. So right now though, I'm whipping Peter because Peter goes faster in the air than on the ground. And I'm killing myself there because there's 4 or 5 meteor showers in here. You saw me skip the first one already, and that was the second one. Basically, the meteor showers normally, Peter doesn't transform by being hit by them, but you do. You get hurt. So you have to basically shoot them to stop from dying. And if you let Peter fall into a pit, it doesn't. It basically he'll cancel a meteor shower. And there's always a checkpoint near a meteor shower, so you can use that to basically cancel every meteor shower. Here's the third one right here. And another quirk about this stage is the checkpoints on the ground where Peter brings you back to only are triggered by Peter. So right there, if I'd whipped him and he wasn't on the ground, he wouldn't have triggered that. So the rest of the stage though is just bouncing them through the level. So if I'd gotten the despawn though, I would have just been running through here without stopping. I wouldn't have had to whip him, I wouldn't have had to do anything. I would just be running and whipping all the UFOs right there.
Now, if he was despawned, would the meteor showers still happen?
Yeah, they still happen, but what you do is you just run through them, and by running through them, they won't stack up. There's only one at once. So you basically can cancel the second and third, I think, meteor shower by simply running through them while the one's going on. And when you get that mega atomic energy at that point, like there's so much health towards the end that it ends up making it to where that you can't possibly die by getting hit by the meteor showers. And another route difference between despawn and non-despawn is in despawn you have to. In the despawn version, it's not usually a problem for going through anything, any of the tentacles, nothing. In this one, you have to kill all the tentacles and let Peter go by. So there's some tight jumps like right around there in the back there a little bit. You saw I had to whip into the pit in order to have Peter actually go through. Okay, cool, I got the crane skip.
So can you lose Peter Puppy?
No, he doesn't ever despawn. That's why you have to despawn him. Is if you walk off screen, he stays there.
Okay.
So also the way you finish normal, you walk into the house there. For the despawn, for some reason there's that trigger that ends the level at the end of advanced. So you'll just run through advanced and then run past the doghouse and it triggers the end of the stage.
All right, we got $30 from Awesome Hillian. GDQ is such an inspiring group, and I love seeing how far some of my favorite games can be pushed. Keep up the great work. Heart. $75 from Deadliest One. Hey guys, been watching for 2 years now, and I really appreciate what you've done with video games community. I show the stream to family and friends, and they are all astonished of our fraternity and more of the big number down in the right corner. P.S. English isn't my native, so sorry for all those mistakes. Love y'all, guys. I didn't see too many mistakes in there, Deadliest One. That was pretty good.
Yeah, here either.
$50 from Ethan C. This is my first time watching SGDQ live and first time donating. As a developer, I love watching y'all break some of my favorite games in interesting and hilarious ways. Plus, raising money for a great cause makes it even better. Keep up the good work. Well, developers, keep making broken games.
Okay, so the next level is the Genesis exclusive. If you only play the Super Nintendo version, you will have probably never seen this level. It's called Intestinal Distress, and it's a very fitting name. So the one unique thing about this level is there's 2 enemies in here that do more than 10% damage, which is what every other enemy does. The spike wheel and the bouncing yellow thing. They don't have names in the manual, so we have nothing to call them. There's the spike wheel, and it does 13% instead of 10, so it's the bouncing yellow thing. The fish still do 10 though. They're just normal enemies. And in this stage, health conservation is really important. Not only because everything does more damage, but also because the next stage, Buttville, the last stage, has spikes that do 40% damage every time you hit them, and there's multiple damage boosts off of them. So you basically want to keep your health pretty high throughout the whole rest of this run. And right there, there's a trick I didn't attempt because the chance of falling down back below where I first came up is very high. It's another whip jump where you jump in midair off of the whip, and it's basically you have to jump and then hold right to go through the floor, otherwise you hit the ceiling. And if you don't make the jump, you're already committed to holding right and you'll just fall down. And so here's the Dr. Wadnum fight.
Nice.
Nice.
He's dead.
That could have been slightly faster if I had I meant to shoot above and hit him, but I just barely missed, and I had to shoot him with the gun to kill him for the last hit. So for that Dr. Wadman fight though, normally if you use the gun, you might have seen people doing that and it takes forever. It's I think 20 hits with the gun, 4 or 5 hits with the whip, and 3 hits with the plasma. So the last level Buttville, there's the descent at the beginning. If you haven't seen it, it is basically just a big free fall. Like I'm gonna be free falling for about 10 seconds straight through all the spikes, and hopefully I'm not gonna hit any, because if I hit some, I might not have enough health for the next skip coming up. So let's get some last couple donations in before the level ends.
Yeah, you got it. We had $10 from Panda50. Good day from Japan. Watching with my boyfriend in Australia. I'm currently working overseas, so I love to bond over our mutual love of video games whenever we can. Looking forward to Pokemon Puzzle League. Used to play it with my mom when I was a kid. Great to watch you guys, and even greater to see everyone contributing to a great cause.
Also, Kaya, what's the time at right now?
I think we're at 31:11.
Okay. So this is the quick drop. So we'll see how it goes. Perfect.
Very nice.
That is insane.
Make it look easy.
So right here is the first damage boost. We found out that if you do the whip and just hold right, you can just go and completely skip going on that platform, which saves a little bit of time.
The flying cows in the background.
Yeah, the flying cow makes an appearance throughout the whole game. And so coming up, there's insta-kill worms right here, but there should be a pattern where I don't get hit by them at all. We'll see. Okay, there's the first set. And there's one more coming up. Then we have the queen's butt and the queen herself. Oh, ouch. The basketballs have really small hitboxes, so I'll just whip the queen's butt. There's a plasma I can grab back there, but the chances of falling off are really high. That's what should have happened. And whipping her doesn't take that much time. So plasma will one-shot her, but I didn't have one for there. So the queen, if you haven't seen the queen, it's a pretty interesting fight.
Nice.
And that's it. So that's Earthworm Jim. So let's watch the ending. If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty good set of credits.
There it is.
Just got wrecked.
Yep. And so that was Earthworm Jim. What was my final time?
32.55.
That's all right.
Yeah. And don't feel too bad, because we got a $36 donation from Crooked Badge saying, I promised Athens to donate 20 towards killing the animals if he despawns Peter, or 50 cents for every whip towards killing them if he's a scrub. Groovy.
Thanks, Crooked.
And that was 36, so it's good that you missed. But it went towards killing the animals, and somebody else didn't like that because they gave $150 towards saving them. Pal Gork says, Hi from France. I love Earthworm Jim. With fun collected for Doctor Without Border, I think save the animal is the only option.
Earthworm Jim certainly doesn't think you should save the animals.
No.
Yeah.
Certainly not cows, anyway.
Can't forget the crown.
There would be no Earthworm
She
Jim
will be
without
back.
launching the cow.
Awesome.
All right, great job, Athens.
Thank you.
That was pretty groovy.
I enjoyed it.